Hello world, happy Friday morning. Thought I would, Brian Grammer sent this in to me to take a look at. He's having firing issues, so I already broke it all down and found a few issues which thought I would go over since I've got to put it together anyway. Give me 1 second. So he didn't actually buy it from me, but he asked for some help, and I've already broken some of these down before. But once you've taken it completely apart, you can take both the contacts out, the top piece, the bottom. This is what you're left with. So I even polished it because I just cannot send a mod back to somebody without polishing it. And so what he was having is some different firing issues. I'll show you a couple of the things that I noticed that were possibly creating problems. So this is the main top plate with the two poles. One of the issues that does come up sometimes is when I looked at this earlier, one of these rods was slightly longer than the other. And you can take pretty much just about any, this is 2200. And all I did is I took one side, the side that was a little long, and gently worked on it until it was even like the other one. That was one issue. The other issue that can happen is on the firing pin itself. When I pulled this out, it had juice all the way around it. So that by itself can create issues, not always going to, but you do want to make sure that if you're getting juice in there, that you're getting it out, because it was literally coating this entire Ultim piece, which means every time you fired, you know, it may not short it every single time, but it's going to create problems. So that was one problem. So let's start by putting that back in, now that we've cleaned it up. It goes in like that. You should have the small piece up here. The other thing that creates issues with sticking is you'll notice that this is adjustable right here, right? You want to adjust it so that this screw is this far as possible, because you want it to swing freely this way, right? So I'd already loosened this up. The other problem that can happen is the magnets aren't aligned. And I just noticed this is missing a magnet. Well, fortunately, I think I have some. Yeah, that's missing an entire magnet. Either it was already missing one or it fell out. What's up, guys? All right, well, fortunately, I have some spares. I've never actually put a new magnet in before. This is going to be interesting. Where'd my needle nose go? Give me 1 second. I'm going to find my needle nose. What I'm doing now is I'm making sure that I'm putting it in the right way. I can feel it pushing. So that means I want that side down. I'm gonna have to take this button off completely. Oh, right there's the magnet. It's on the screwdriver. And the other thing is the alignment. So, let's see if you can come down here a little. If you can see what I'm doing. So you want to make sure that these two magnets are even, parallel, so that when they come on that, you know, those magnets are pushing. So you tuck it all the way up, make sure it's even. You do want to kind of tighten this one a little bit more than normal, but don't go crazy. So it should swing like this, freely. Alright, let me put it back here and get all my shit out of the way. Oh, I got my new billet. I just like these things. They're great for the shop because all right, so let's put this thing together. The other piece that I also took out, and this is something you can use for pretty much any mech, and the contacts. I think we have them on the website. This is 3000 grit sandpaper. And so a lot of times what I'll do is, good morning. Okay. Oh, I'm fine solo, I forgot. If I have to break away, then I have to break away. But you can clean your contacts up. Even this is the one that is all the way up there. See it? The one where it's look like the hole in it. It can be a little bit tricky to get back in because you got to reach all the way down there. So it looks something like that. And I also did the same thing to this, lightly on both sides. It's probably going to take a little. if this will reach all the way down in there or not, but I'm going to try it. Actually, what I might be able to do is this. I feel like a surgeon. I probably should have put this in before I started the live. There we go. Yay! You definitely need a couple long screwdrivers in your repertoire. So that goes back in there, right like that, okay? And like with everything on this mod, you don't have to like wrench the shit out of it. You just have to get it good and snug. So our Ultim piece is already in there. You want to make sure there's no juice on it. You got it nice and clean. And then you can see one side is offset. One side is centered. This is the side that goes up. This is your 510 pin. And this is your connector that goes on your battery. So that goes in there. And then you've got both of your contacts now. Make sure your rods are good and snug. As a matter of fact, I like to even take them and give them just a little oomph. This is going to slide in like so. I think we've got a magnet backwards. I'm just going to take this thing off. I think these magnets have fallen out before. And here's the other thing that you need to notice about the button, because there's no like, it doesn't like show you exactly like where this aligns, but you can see that there are like 2 notches on one side, on that side right there. Those allow for these 2 brackets. as you can see, like right there. So if those get out of whack, that's also going to cause issues. I'll tell you what, I'm going to take these rods off. I should just take these damn rods off. I'm kind of working around them here and they're getting in my way. It's much easier. Should have done that earlier, but I didn't expect this to take this long. I've done about 4 or 5 of these now. So one good way to make sure that you've got it lined up right is to kind of push it up this way and make sure that the notches are lined up with the 2 brackets right here. And then I push mine as forward toward the brackets as I can get it. The only problem with this design is that as you tighten the screw onto the button, then the magnets shift. See that? There's no way to lock it in, like lock it into place. Not taking anything away from, you know, the designer, but that is kind of one thing. You gotta kind of hold the button as you tighten it. And that's how the trigger should feel right there. It should just be a short and repeatable. And so, to review, 2 things. One, make sure your magnets are lined up correctly. Secondly, make sure these 2 notches, the one here and the one here, are also lined up with these 2 brackets, because as this moves forward, you can see that's intended to give it enough play. So let's tighten this booger down. I think we've got it lined up pretty good. Let me double check it. Yeah, that's kind of how it should look. So let's put our rods back on, put this thing together. And don't, you know, wrench on that when you snug those in there. They don't need to be. So now with the rods in there, that's what we should get. It should spring back and it should be easy to press. It's one of the mods that's it's supposed to be very easy to fire. And when you're putting the Ultim screws in, make sure you're not over tightening. It only needs to be snug. All you're really doing is holding the bottom piece on. Like that. All right, well, let's put some batteries in here and test it out. What do you think? And I even got a series RDA. We'll throw some cotton in this thing real quick. I'm just going to cheat and use some cotton threads real quick. Oh, I should have used my warhead. It's already wicked. But this is the MRN V1 actually. I normally have it on my missile. Let's pick a juice. Ooh, how about some number 33? Private Reserve. That's appropriate, right? Hey!
What's up, Hizzy?
Can you give me just a minute?
Did you say take as much as I can in a minute?
Yeah. What's up? You want to come say hi?
Yeah. Hi.
I'm live.
It's alive.
I'm live in my Facebook
Hey, did
group.
you ever get those Delta 9 gummies?
No, not yet. I'm waiting for him to call me.
Hey, what's your best Delta 10 make you feel good kind of cartridge? That's what those are about, right?
Yeah.
Happy.
The happy ones I would recommend, yeah. Or the Ethics.
Or the Effects? Epics?
Mm-hmm.
They got them too?
Yeah. Let me get a couple batteries.
You tried one of those again. How much are those?
40. But, you know, I tried a disposable out the other day. The Flying Monkey one. Man, yeah, I'll show you just a second.
The two ones?
Yeah.
The ones?
No, hang on, I'll show you. These, surprisingly.
Really?
And it was very sweet.
Now, Gorilla Glue is pretty well known, too.
And I've actually got these marked down to 25 because they're only half a grand. I'll tell you what, man, they are worth it. You don't need to you don't need to hit nearly as much. Like normally I'm popping on like a regular one, like 7, 8, 10 times.
Right.
At that time when I'm going to sleep.
Right, okay. And you'll fall asleep a lot of times if you hit the right ones, like you hit certain ones.
That one, I hit 2 or 3.
Really?
Done.
Okay, so
Like literally.
so the sativa might be good for up, too, huh?
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, you want to know one that makes you feel good, man? I'm going to tell you one that makes you feel good. Green crack. That motherfucker, I swear to you, man, you will be happy when you smoke that.
What you want for that is one of these.
You know that though, right? Have you tried it? Have you tried green crack? Trust me, if you want to feel happy and laugh and stuff, it makes you feel happy.
All right, give me 1 minute. I was just finishing up.
Wine haze and ice cream.
All right, so here we go. I might have a vape on this. I'm going to have to vape this before I send it back to you, Brian. This shit's good. Oh, damn. God damn, that's good. Come here, check this out, Stacy. I just rebuilt this for a guy. He was having issues with it firing and shit. This is a series mech mod with 0.3
Wow, that thing's huge.
freaking coils. Watch this thing hit.
Good Lord. That thing's badass. Holy shit. How many watts is that on?
It's 8.4 volts. which
That's
equates to about, for this build, probably like 180 watts. All right, Brian, well, I think you're hooked up now.
Yeah, man, that thing's hitting like a champ. Look at that.
God dang. I don't even think I can take that big head.
Oh, man, that's good. God damn, man. All right, Brian, you got to buy some
You gotta
33
let
from me
try
now.
that, man.
All right, hit it. Here.
God damn.
Here, hit it. Easy.
I didn't even have hands hit that motherfucker. Yeah. God damn.
Rookies.
I know that's right. Fuck, hey, that motherfucker. I had to get used to that. This thing's cool right here. Oh, it's heavy though.
All right, I'm out here. I got to go take care of Stacy. He's ready for some Delta 8, Delta 10, wants to get happy for the weekend.
Get happy, happy.
He's ready to get happy. So get happy. Have a great Friday. Brian, I'll get this out in the mail to you. I'll clean it up one last quick time, but I don't think you should have any more problems. And if you do, you can come back to this video and see how to fix it. There you go. That's pretty much the key to everything. Most of the time is this. Out here. Have a great Friday.